Hi and welcome to my studio. I'm Carol McQuaid. I'm a Canadian artist and today I'm going to be doing a run of Linocut prints on my Blick II press. I originally did this piece for an event last year called the Harmony Arts Festival. They have what's called a Grand Prix Plein Air competition. So all these artists come down to this gorgeous festival and you draw a location out of a hat, so you can't pre-do anything, and you've got a few hours to create some kind of landscape. Most people paint, but I decided to, like a crazy person, try and make a linocut print in that time frame. I did it. It was fabulous. It was a great event, but the minute it was over, I had to hop on a plane. I've been doing all of these teaching, traveling, touring gigs over the last year and a half. So I had to wrap this in plastic, stick it in a bag where it has been laying in wait for this moment. Now I'm back in my mountain studio and ready to run the prints. I'm happy to be running these now because I'm going to be taking part in the Harmony Arts Festival again this year. So I want to show up with a stack of prints that I can have for sale. Can't be all art making, got to be a little art selling in there too. So if you want to know how to do this part, to design and transfer and carve a linocut plate, you can watch my video that I'll link down below. It's a full tutorial on linocut printmaking, but today we're just going to focus on doing a print run. So I'm all set up. I've got some paper. I'm using Reeve paper that I took full sheets, cut them in quarters, so they're just a nice size for this now. I've got my ink. For today's project, I'm using Gamblin in Portland Black. This is a really nice oil-based ink. When I print make on the road, I usually use an ink called Akua because it is way easier for cleanup. So if you've done my workshops at sea or anything like that, Akua is great for that. Here in the studio, Gamblin. I've got a roller or a brayer for rolling the ink out. I've got two plexiglass plates, one to roll the ink on, the other to put my plate on while I ink it. Of course, I've got my press and I've got some gloves because you have to save the mani, right? I've got some gloves and some rags to clean up in between rolling, and I think that is about it. So we are ready to rumble. I'll set up my drying rack. I'll put some marks on my press so I know exactly where to put my linoleum and my paper so it lands in the right spot every time. And that is about it. Okay, we're ready to roll. So scooping out my ink, and it has totally dried up on top because I haven't used it for so long. Out. So I'll probably throw some trans base in here, get it rolling. That's all pretty juicy. Oh yeah, this is fine. Just have to work it a bit. Okay, we're going to use the big boy scraper. Make sure we don't have any lumps and bumps in there. A little trans base. Here we go. Deal with you later. Okay, we're going to make like 40 prints today, but I don't want to lay all the ink out now because if it starts to get gloppy, then my whole thing is a mess. So get a couple test prints going and see how we go. Oh, I love that sound, but first let me get this stuff put away. Alrighty. So I roll. Oh, I'm getting stuff all over the table. Okay. I love the smell of this stuff. Just takes me back to my early printmaking days. Going to Malaspina printmaking co-op to do print runs with a press before I had one. And it just all smelled like rich ink and mineral spirits and hope. First print. You never know what you're gonna get. things like the humidity, which there is none of up here, and the temperature, all of that affects your printmaking for sure. So that looks a bit speckled actually. Try to get this a little smoother. And that looks a little gloppy. Just roll it out smooth as we can. Okay, this always upside down when you put it down, but that's going over there. Before I touch my paper, I always want to get the bulk of the ink off. Just adjusting the pressure here so that my press bed is even. Oh yeah, that is a happy printmaker moment. Yay. Now we go fast. So there we go. I've got 40 nice, rich Linocut prints drying on the rack here. I'll wait a few days before I sign and number them. But thank you so much for watching. And a big thanks to those of you who watched my longer tutorial video. It just hit 150,000 views. So for me, that's a big thrill. I really appreciated the comments and the feedback. Lots of you asked for more videos, and that's what I've got coming your way. I'm going to be doing some Linocut printmaking, watercolor, and Procreate digital art videos. Those are my 3 faves, and I'll love sharing what I know with you. I'll also take you out painting in the vineyards around our area and in our travels around the world. So hit subscribe, and if you want to hit that little bell, you'll get notifications when I have new videos. You can also head over to my website and sign up for my monthly newsletters, and that's where you'll find out about new videos, events, new artworks, and adventures. So I'd love it if you did that, but thanks for joining me, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Meanwhile, happy adventures, art and otherwise. Thanks for watching.